So I am going live, yes. Machiwa. Make sure I'm all situated, yes. Haha, Yimakaya. Tonight we're going to be talking about, the time matrix. They call it the 15 dimensions of reality. It's part of your multiverse. That means more than one Holy One. And we'll be discovering about where when you understand the outer, which you call the macrocosm, then you understand your microcosm. It's a reflection of that. There is code in the 15-dimensional time matrix, yes. There is identity there. There is spirit there. Okay, you can call it science, but realize this is part of energy, part of consciousness, which is alive, which means it's spirit. This is part of you in these many dimensions of reality, baby. Yes. Welcome to an unplanned live. Here we are. Why not? Yes. Andromeda, thank you for coming here, Holy One. Much respect. Connor Sites Bowen, Machiwa, greetings from Pittsburgh. All right, Pittsburgh. Thank you, Holy One. Divine Blueprint. Yes, Machiwa. Sandra W. sending her love. Thank you, Holy One. We also got Elixir Vision. Yo, Machiwa, homie. What up, Cosmic Warrior? Yes, you know what's up. Yeah. Thank you for that. Nixo90, greetings, Holy One. Let's be, look, 15 people are online for the 15-dimensional time matrix video. What's up? That's for now. I saw that in the moment. Are you in the now? Because all of these different levels are representing different time levels, but the truth is that they're all happening at the same time. So the present, future, now are all now. It's all happening right now. So all you would be doing is traveling through a portal or a stargate, which is vertical. You're going to another dimension. Well, this is what's, we go through like an illusion. But it seems like a passage of time, but in reality, it's just you would say, like virtual reality. It's something that's presenting a reality to you through technology. Okay, this is something being projected to you. You're part of this, you would say, matrix, this holographic universe. That's why everything is not physical, but perceived physical, based on frequency bandwidth. So all of these different things, every one of you has a different signature. Okay, that signature is your vibration, honey. You have an exact, specific signature, unique to you. Okay, we all have this Chiwa aspect, identities, more than one. You have to realize from a spiritual point of view, this is many selves, many of yourselves. You're not just one, you're many. Because you take the idea, the concept, yes, of reincarnation, which is, I live many lives. All right, this is partial truth. The full truth, the complete idea or concept is makachi, that you are simultaneously projected in many different frequency bandwidths. You exist in every single one of them. And all those parts of you in all those different sub-frequencies of frequencies, this is science, honey. Spiritual science. I would say sacred spiritual science. Realize there is numbers in God. Okay, it's not outside of God. Part of God is math. But the scientists don't want to include spirit. So hello, that's a polarization. Let's be omnipolar. Let's take all Because that's what this is about. This is about all. And when you see this 15-dimensional time matrix, oh my gosh, check it out. When you see it, yes, you will. OMG, science and spirit in one. And we call it the universal law of one. Law of one. And we are, all of you, you would say the perception that it's all different people, but it's not. All these individuals, us, perceived individuals, we're never individual. You're always a unity. You're always a one. It's the one experiencing the many through us is God. We are the body of God, but more importantly, the consciousness of God. Understand? Everything is alive. Everything is part of this God. So when we show you a 15-dimensional time matrix, because you will, for sure, you understand, you want this incentive to watch this to the end, because you may learn something. Maybe you don't agree with all of this spirit stuff, but hey, there's something interesting about this diagram, 15-dimensional time matrix, multiverse diagram, and not to mention we show you all the different alien races, okay, involved in the human drama, okay, from the positive ones there are, and negative ones who are part of our drama. So we are in this 15-dimensional time matrix, and we'll explain it from the top down. And unfortunately, we're at the bottom of this 15-dimensional time matrix. But that's okay, because this is now what you call spiritual ascension, and so it is now that you want to know this stuff, because we're going through the cycle, all right? It is math, so we know what happens around the corner, okay? We are becoming awakened. And not just you and you, brother and sister, but the part of the planet's population is awakening. So that part, which is still a small part, that population, those people, you, holy ones, on a spiritual path, are awakening. We're awakening to this knowledge that we're not just 3D. No, we're 4, we're 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We're 15 levels of God. Excuse me. We're 15 levels. I need to drink my tea. And we are becoming aware of those levels. And when you see online, you could type chakra, you get a distortion. Honey, first of all, some of the colors are off. And secondly, some of the positions are off. And thirdly, hello, that's only 7? When there's 15, Holy One. Here we go now. This is source. I'll give you source. Okay? Because there's a whole lifetime of work on this. And the 15-dimensional time matrix is just a small part of it, this knowledge. It goes way beyond more. If you're interested, check it out. The source is Ashiana Dean and the Voyagers 2. But more, because there's more material that I've learned through her work. So once again, it's Ashiana Dean. But that's what you'll always find her work under. But her current name, after her marriage failed, is, I didn't mean to say it like that. I wasn't loving, sorry. Well, after her public divorce, she changed to Iyasha. Iyasha. Ashana. Machiwa. Sorry. I'm so clumsy sometimes. This is green tea with some other stuff. So, oh my gosh. Every day I try to drink 2, but because it has helped my it's keeping this neutral instead of getting worse. It's like I'm kind of like trying to balance it. I need to heal it, but you know what I'm saying? Well, this is part of my healing. So I'm going to show you guys this diagram, which is like a teaching tool. It's for me and you, because you can learn so much from it. And this diagram is for $5 if you want it for yourself to study. It is definitely a very valuable tool, very worth $5. But I just leave it like that so everyone can get it. You know, it's not like a big deal. So, and the good thing is, I'm always going to be updating it throughout time because I leave a lot of white space around to add more information. So I love. Thank you guys for being on my live. Fatos, we don't have a moderator, so let me show. Jason, thank you, Holy One. Vlad, man. Why I can understand what you teach here about the 15-dimensional time matrix, Pro. I mean, I'm glad to meet you. Thank you, Holy One, for being here. The end times are here. Who is Hella? Well, first of all, L. There we go, L. All these angels calling themselves El is Elohim. Enlil, El is Elohim, which we are learning from these teachings, is the fallen blue flame. They're the ones that became the Anu Elohim, which are dark, from the Elohai. Elohai, positive, light, represents law of one, all are God. Anything other is fallen and teaching the opposite, the exact opposite, that no, you're not all God. You are a lowly creature, and sinful, inferior human, and well, this is coming from Jehovah. Jehovah is an ET God, a creator God, just like Enlil, creator God, Inky, creator God, and Marduk, creator God. No, they're not gods. Understand? Realize these are ETs, fallen angelics. You could call them, if you don't like that word, you can say negative ETs. And they have their agenda. So it's the negative alien agenda. Okay? Fallen angelics. So these beings are imposter gods. And notice all of their qualities are dark, posing as light. And billions of people are following these ET gods. Wow. Check that out. Machiwa, Elohim, you said it, Divine Blueprint. Thank you for being here, Jeanette. I didn't know you live. I just thought of you and my phone switched on. Whoa, go Gabriel. What's up? How you doing, Holy One? Ziglin, thank you for being here. Jason, love, light, love. Greetings, joyful Jennifer. Andy. Most, yes, you're right. Most are worshiping gods of the phallus, no less. Realize that, hello, patriarchy, there's many patriarchies, and why do they think the male? See, this is polarized, okay? When you put female down here, there's something wrong. This is not natural. This is a distortion. Female is not subordinate, doesn't come out of the godly male. This is a distortion. Remember, reverse. The dark side. The dark tide will teach you sacrifice. Will teach you this servitude. Will teach you this guilt. Will teach you this fear. Wow, nice energies. No, they're not. Okay? Just remember, Holy One, have discernment. Have check things. Like people learn about subtle energies. They want to try to feel and experience spirit or consciousness, higher energy. So they go through this exercises. They try to feel subtle energies. Well, some of you are trying to feel, when you receive communication from spirit, that's an ability of subtle energy, when most humans don't. Realize not all humans have psychic abilities. They have the potential, All beings have the potential. A rock has the potential. We all have potential inside our DNA, which is fragmented. So you build this level of DNA, then you go to the next level. You connect that DNA, then you go to the next level. It's about DNA. And you affect the DNA through a spiritual journey of awakening. Awakening to spirit, awakening to this subtle energy, awakening to the divine understanding of God, and being connected to that. Yeah, that's the path, that's the journey that you're awakening into. Or if you want to play around with darkness and the occult and witchcraft, okay. Astrology, New Age, angelics worship, God worships, hello, okay, you're swimming over here, honey. And false creeds. And what you think is good and wonderful and light is actually the opposite. But people's just ideas of God and spirit are so twisted. Like how? How could you be following a dark energy? Michael Elohim. Ariel Elohim. L stands for Elohim. Hello? Little secret, big secret. It's right there. This is reference to this race we know as Elohim, which are fallen angels, dark beings, what we technically call avatars. And you see the diagram, you'll see the avatars. Okay, we talk about the 15-dimensional time matrix. Well, hello, there's races. From low races to high ones. And we don't mean that from like we're not trying to put that down. It's like a not like a it's not like, I don't know why I can't find the words. It's not like you're trying to judge or anything, or no, the equality, the value of a person of any consciousness is the same. All beings are the same value because we see all as part of God at different vibrations, but still God, all still God, but versions that have been fragmented. What do you think a time matrix is? It's a fragmentation at each level, a down step. Each level of reality is a down step in biology, consciousness, and spirit. Every one is a de-evolution. So it's not like you came from apes. It's the exact opposite. Although the exact opposite is teaching you this shit. Okay? Hello, reverse, the reversal. Different polarity, different consciousness, different values, all are God. Oh, reverse that. No, there's only one, and I'm the God. I am your God. Understand? There's a whole polar opposites. Opposite of this one. Against the Christos, against Christ, and in the 15-dimensional time matrix, Christ level is 12D out of 15, which is high, but still a distortion compared to those higher levels. Okay? I love you guys. What's up? My vatos are in chat. Look at that. Yeah. Thank you for being here on my live, and we're going to break down this time matrix holograms. I was going to say simulated hologram. Spooky serpent on fire. I seem to stuck Turek shield. What's up, Vato? Which is our density 3 Huva body. Now, I really haven't talked a lot about Huva bodies, but of course that's in basic Cathara. You learn about from the macrocosm, it's the density universes. In the microcosm of us, it's the shield. It is one of our shields. And remember, we were jumping right to the 12, to the avatar shield. That's what the Maharik shield is. It's the avatar level. You're getting that protection, which is 12 dimensional. Okay, so this is part spiritual, you guys, and it has to do with consciousness and energy. So we're talking about bringing 12 dimensional consciousness into the 3D, which where we are. We're all in the 3D, which is the low level as you see in the 15-dimensional time matrix diagram. Siglin. One and the sum, I am that I am. Right on, you got it. I'm in Australia, and I've got to get back to work. Thanks for stopping by, Holy One. Machiwa Ikiwasu. Anonymous Anonym. From which country is Davian streaming? USA. Thank you for being here. Joyful Jennifer, great question. Unstuck yourself, Holy One. Go back. You're gonna return back to liquid light. Bring in the 12D shield, man. You'll start bringing that. You won't be stuck anymore. You'll be unstuck. Ravido, it's good to see you, Holy One. Thank you for being here. The Lightworker question. When we get to the point that our oversoul communicates with us, can that tell you about how much DNA you have activated? Yes. That's what I tell people. Like, you start to feel your third eye. Well, hello. You're activating a 6-dimensional level. You're from that level. You're just awakening it. It's like, that's what ascension is. That's what awakening is. It's a reference to activating DNA. And what that does, it activates your memory. You would say, what we're really doing is reclaiming what we once were. But it's a good thing because we've been stuck here. But now we're gonna reclaim our true aspects, our true DNA. Yeah, because you go from you're in the 3rd dimension because that's the DNA strands you have. You want more than 3, so you can leave 3D. So you get the 4th strand, you get a 5th strand. Hello, that's 5 dimensions of reality out of 12. See, we're trying to get awakened back to the 12. I know there's 15, but the DNA of humans is 12 strand. So that's still high to the 3 strands, trying to get their 4th strand, but it's just a stub. We're not even there yet. Because, realize that your consciousness, not the body, what's inside your body thinking right now? Your consciousness inside is a different frequency vibration, a faster one. Exactly, it's 1 dimension higher than you, your body. So your 3D body is being embodied by your 4th dimensional consciousness. You really are a spirit inside this body. Because remember, that level is you. Remember, what is the 4D? It's your astral, but that's in density 2 where the soul is. That level of your soul is projecting you down here. Okay? Your soul projects you down here. You're trying to merge back with your soul by bringing in that DNA, that consciousness level, and learning to channel yourself, connect to yourself, communicate with yourself, bringing in that soul level, the 4th dimensional chakra, 5th dimensional chakra, 6th dimensional chakra. That's how you bring in your soul. That's how you become part of your soul. You awaken yourself to your soul by activating the 4th chakra soul, the 5th chakra soul, the 6th chakra soul. Dimensions 1, 2, and 3 are the incarnates. Dimensions, okay, we're going to go up the 15-dimensional time matrix. Dimensions 4, 5, and 6 are the souls. Dimensions 7, 8, and 9, the avatars. dimensions 10, 11, and 12. Wait, I messed up. It's incarnates, souls. 7, 8, 9 are the oversouls. Yeah, I said it right. 10, 11, 12 are the avatars. And 13, 14, 15 are the rishi. So they're dimensions, bandwidths of frequency, vibration, different speeds, all the way up. But every 3 is a separate density. So these 3 are separate from these 3. So this is why there's different names of our planet. On this level, the low level, dimensions 1, 2, and 3, is Earth, is carbon matter. Now dimensions 4, 5, and 6 are part of density universe 2, which is carbon silicate matter. You're more like a ghost. You're more like a being that you could put your hand through. This is you in the next density. You're less matter, less atoms. You're a different particle matter form. And so your consciousness is different. This is the important thing to understand about the multidimensional universe. That each density, separate from each other, is another matter form. Like now, when you get to density 3, you don't have a body as we think. It's hardly any particles. It's still considered a density 3, but you're no longer in the same matter as you were before, and it's something you could do. These beings are like changing their shape. They can change their form. They're not, this is the evolution level of spirit and body form. And that's not even that. That's mid-level, because you still keep on going into what's called the liquid light density 4. This is where you're the avatar. Imagine in the movie The Terminator, Part 2, this being that was a liquid metal being. Well, even type that in Google search, liquid metal, and get a picture of it. Liquid metal. It's like platinum. It's like what we call pale silver, which is the Maharata color, which is the 12D Christ color. It's actually 11 and 12 together, but this is the platinum color that is like chrome. Looks like liquid mercury. It's not, but it looks like it. And so this is a visualization. You can visualize Christ by visualizing the Maharata. Okay? Which is actually kind of an advanced concept because we're referencing parallel Earth. We're not talking about parallel Earth, but I will show it to you. You will see it. See it. So I guess I could like mess up the screen, but like put my picture inside the picture, but it would take up space. But I want to make sure that we're okay. I'm waiting for it. Okay, it changed. All right, so this is the 15-dimensional time matrix, our multiverse, because it has more than one universe. And each universe is a separate density. This is the important concept to realize. There's 5 density levels inside the 15-dimensional time matrix, which is a spheres within spheres reality fields. God is spherical. That's why there's these reverse concepts of flat Earth, which is total nonsense, reverse consciousness. No, the Earth is not flat. It's all round. And understand, it's a whole bunch of spaces like this. This is spheres within spheres, or eggs within eggs. This is the consciousness all together as God. Just realize it's all a field, a holographic field. It's called the hologram of matter because it's made of 5 levels of matter. So the higher you are, the less of a body you have. The less matter. And you look across, you'll see it's different levels of matter. Our scientists are only teaching you one level of reality and matter. The carbon matter. That's all they see. No, there's more. And you can see at this macro view that there's something called the particle universe, the antiparticle. And then you got something right here called the phantom, which is another system, but some of our consciousness is fallen. So this starts at the top, not the bottom. Consciousness starts way up here in the cosmic levels. Like you have God, which is beyond these matrices. It's beyond the cosmos. It's beyond, see, these reality fields are within a universe, a 15-dimensional time matrix. And this is just one of many time matrix. But this is our time matrix starting way up here. You start at the top and go down, 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 down. Down in physical matter, down in energy, down in consciousness. God is downstepping itself, starting here. Then God downsteps itself again, and then this downsteps itself, and then this downsteps itself. And you got this going on in the time matrix. This downsteps, these downstep, and they keeps going down. And notice you at the bottom are the final downstep. I mean, not exactly the bottom, but we're pretty low, right? We got plants below us, animals, plants, elementals, and then you got subatomic particles below that. But realize this is all part of you too. You're part of subatomic consciousness. You got some of that. You got some consciousness as a plant, as an animal, but remember it started at the top. Each step is a down step, a lesser version of itself, a lesser version of itself, a lesser. You got to reverse your concept a little. You didn't come from apes. That would be a de-evolution of you. That's a de-evolution, not an evolution of you, or not where you evolved from. It's the opposite direction. They taught you the opposite. Now you're thinking that you came from pond scum or something lowly, but it's the opposite. You're a distortion of an astral being, which is a soul. Your soul projects you, its consciousness. It's a collective, a plural. You are a plural. You are a soul that's been projected down into density 1. And this is easier to understand on a bigger scale. Density 1 and density 2 right here. So inside of density 2 is density 1. Just notice that effect. This is higher density, higher matter form, higher consciousness. And if you guys remember, the 6th dimension is where the angels exist. That's angelic level, way above your level, right? 3 levels above you. Hello, 4th dimension, 5th dimension, 6th dimension. That is your third eye, the indigo ray. This is your throat. The macrocosm is dimension. The microcosm is your chakra at your throat. And then you have the heart chakra. And these are the higher chakras, man. These are the ET chakras. When most humans are not psychic because they don't have those strands activated yet. Most humans, you call them technically earth seeds, are asleep. Not taking advantage of this ascension cycle. But you are going to be having 144 selves. This is just a small part of the 15-dimensional time matrix. See? Just a small part. This is our part, our experience. But you have more parts of yourself here, here, all the way up to here. You have all happening in the now. And yes, so obviously we have more chakra than 7, which is the etheric level. Crystal body, which is an archangelic level. Archangels and angels are real. They're ETs in higher dimensions of reality, and you're starting to understand, made of different matter. That's what an angel is, then this is what an archangel is. Different matter form. So you know they're way far in the future compared to you, way far in the future compared to you. And they come through portals and stargates through frequency vibration, through time, to your world, to your drama, and they make a soul contract. This is soul contract. They make the soul contract to become born in here. These are angels and archangels coming down into your world through incarnation, reincarnation into the human drama. But technically, if you're going to talk about the matrix, you should start at the top, where it started from. God downstepped itself into the Eka, the Grandianus, the Eka, the ecstatic level, sound fields. This is the highest level that God has created, which is a downstep from itself. God is beyond the cosmos. God is beyond this. God exists within all, but the final expansion of God expands beyond the cosmos, beyond the ascended masters, beyond them. Outside of it, all is God. So God downsteps itself into the sound fields, they're called, because this is primal to light, greater than light, outside of light, as you can see, outside of the 15-dimensional time matrix. Inside the cosmos is many time matrices. All of this stuff is just happens to be our 15-dimensional time matrix. Just realize there's a plural. But the physics of these time matrices means they always have a double. You have a double, a doppelganger inside this, doing its ascensions while you're doing your ascensions over here. They're doing the same thing. It's a parallel of you. That's not who you are. Only because you have all these different lives. Like we've shown you here, you're going to live through all these periods of time. You have lived in all these periods of time. 144 lives. From here, way back in these ancient days of Atlantis, in Egypt, don't forget about Lemuria. Well, you lived all these lives. 144 lives in this whole period of time. Your soul creates these 12 simultaneous incarnates called twin flames, male, female, male, female, male, female, male, female. 144 of you. Live from here to here. 144 of you. And maybe you're becoming psychic and remembering some of these times. Oh yeah, I was a Lemurian priestess, or whatever, I remember Atlantis. I remember Egypt. I remember America. So, anyways, you lived all these lives. And imagine that's only one universe, one density. You have lives in here. In these angel levels. You have lives in the archangel levels. You have parts of you in the avatar level. You even got Christ at avatar level. And you have Rishi beings, collectives. This is what you are, you guys. The 15-dimensional time matrix, that's your identity. You're all of this, like part of this self, created cells down in this dimension, and then these cells, these levels are creating beings of itself down in here. So one of this being created 12 Rishi. Every single one of those 12 create, so that's going to be another 144 right there. Every one, it's going to be like that. Created 12 geomantic entities, and then 12, every one of these geomantic entities created 12 Rishi, and then those go through their levels of Rishi, and they're all projecting themselves, projecting themselves, projecting themselves. So by the time you project yourself all the way down here, you have thousands of yourself. You have thousands of lives, which is called your personal Christos. Family. Realize you get DNA also from these levels, and also DNA in the Ascended Master levels. You can have maximum, the most you can have is 48 strands of DNA in this double system. Between this system and the particle, you will have you can have a maximum of 48 strands of DNA. Now we talk about some of these beings and show you the difference, because what you have is only 3 strands trying to only 3 out of your 12 when there's 15 dimensional beings, but we're just talking about the humans who are 12 and you only have 3? What the hell is that? Right? Well, these some beings that have 12, man. Like, this is a 12 strand completed. You will be this. And if you're a human with this much DNA, you're considered angelic. You're an angelic human, not the human with only 3. Okay? You're not angelic yet. But you see, it's in your potential. You would become, see that these races are being developed on Earth. First it was the Lemurian race, actually Hyperboreans and Polarians, but then the Lemurians, then the Atlanteans. See how long ago these periods are, what color skin they had. Now there's different skin tones. By the time you get to us, and then you get to future strands. Well, look, there's nothing. Okay, whatever you got going on, these beings have more. And then there's beings that have 24 strand. Then there's beings that have, it's double a Christed being, double a Christed being. And then there's beings that have 36 strand, and beings that have 48 strand, like Jeshua. Jeshua was a 48 strand avatar. A badass among badasses, because the indigos are badass, but he was like a super badass, right, Jeshua? So anyways, we're just going through this today, and I welcome you. I'm glad you're here with me. Maybe we can learn something together about those. Yeah. What's up, homies? Yeah. Starman, hello, hola, holy one. Yeah. Joyful Jennifer. We have potential for sure. Why do you think I'm always calling you guys holy? I'm not trying to be cute. It's real. You truly are holy. And the more you hear that for yourself, the more you treat yourself that way, you know that you're holy, and you start seeing God in everybody. That's why you're holy, because you're all God. God is holy. You're all God. You're all holy. But dark energies are going to try to trick you and convince you that they're your God. You're not God. Religions, atheists, whatever, we don't judge them either. We're law of one. All are God. We know that you're a God, even though you don't act like it. You will even try to harm us. But we don't go against your free will. You have free will to believe whatever you want, right? So there we go. But we come together in spirit. We have like minds. We understand the law of one. We agree with the law of one, that all are God. We're not going to treat people as less. That's what dark beings do. They treat you as less because they are twisting and distorting the light. That's what they want you to fall and be just like them, dark and negative and selfish, because you serve yourself, not others. God loves unconditionally. God serves. God doesn't create authority. God is not authority. I've been watching this show. It's called His Dark what? oh my gosh, his dark tendencies. Is it dark tendencies? His dark tendencies. It's a series. It's freaking cool, and I mentioned it before, I believe. And man, they're calling, it's like trying to be cool and tricky, but it's actually a mixed message in the show. But they have angels, they have witches, they have demons. They're calling daemons, but they're making it look like it's a good thing, that you have a piece of you that's an animal outside yourself, and these twisted concepts. But the show itself is still cool to watch. I loved it because it has different worlds that they walk through portals by just simply walking through an open space, and this show was freaking awesome. I loved it because I could see the bullshit and still be entertained, because you know better. So I'm just giving you that disclaimer. Just know better that there's a tricky message in there. But it's still freaking entertaining. I loved it. I was sad to see that it was only 3 seasons. I'm like, what? Come on. It's a jip. Make a new chapter. Makaya. And remember, it's another god in there. Azrael. El. Mochiwa. Let me finish. Oh, this is not finished. Holy One, finally I see you live. Savage! Yes! Welcome! You came when you were supposed to. Aspect! What's up? Woohoo! The end times are here! Why is God at the very top? What is his name? That's just it. 2 things right there. His. There is no he, she. After 7th dimension. It's androgynous beyond that. So God is not a gender. God is outside of manifestation. I mean, God is all, but the different levels of itself have different terminologies. And so you would say, you keep going up like a... Wait just a second. Who's getting lit? What's up, Quentin? Good to see you, Holy One. Jess. Members in the house. Christos members who have joined. It's Tuesday again. Yeah. I was actually born with past life memory allowed. I don't think anyone allows. You don't have to have someone allow. It's been a weird experience, especially get the rest of my parallel, and so I called past lives. Yeah, you can say past lives, you can say future lives, because actually the parallel universe, you could see the doppelganger, right? They're higher frequency than us because of the physics, they're higher speed. They're actually twice our speed. So it's kind of like when you go from density 1 to density 2. They're like at density 2 speed, but they're still density 1, but they're faster than us. So they're faster evolved. They're more evolved. So when you connect to your parallel, realize it's more evolved than you are. It doesn't automatically mean it's a positive polarity. We do have shadow other selves. So as a conscious being following light, you might be interacting with some of your own dark parts. So we realize this is a soul family healing. You can look at it that way. Parts of you who are enlightened, maybe you're one of the enlightened ones, right? Who are able to develop psychic awareness of the other parts and start helping them heal. Because realize your aspects can interact with each other. You can communicate with your other selves when you learn how, and then you're cooperating with them or learning from ones and then helping others that are still beyond under you, because we're all at different levels, different vibrations. All we're doing in spiritual awakening and spiritual ascension is raising our vibration, raising our speed, raising our consciousness. as you go through this is actually what has happened. You have fallen. Now you're trying to reverse that and go back up. It's not like you're actually just reclaiming, because you already got all the DNA. It's broken down into your junk. Scientists are calling it junk DNA. It's not junk. It has all broken down into fragments that you put together through spiritual awakening, DNA activation. Your spiritual awakening, and also learning energy techniques, running these currents. You're a conscious being who's going to be doing this with your intention. There's actual things to do, how to do it. So you're going to learn that. You're a responsible spiritual person. You're trying to evolve to what you were supposed to do. Because once again, your higher part desires this. The higher part, the soul, projected itself, and you're part of that. It is your true identity, and it is more evolved than you, obviously, and it has intention, and some of you don't follow that. You're not aligned with your soul, you could say, because you're not connected. You're not following that which is your soul, much more evolved than us. We try to explain it, and that's just the density 1, density 2. Look at the time matrix. You see there's density 3 beings. Can we relate to those beings? That's 7th. How many of you feel your crown chakra? How many feel your thymus chakra? Right here. Your thalamus chakra. So we got 9 chakra right there. I mean, it's kind of hard to say, I felt my 10D, because it's off your head. It's like right here. But you learn those parts of yourself. You will start to feel current outside your body, which is still your body. It's an awareness of higher levels of your body. All these chakra are within you. Remember, you're the ascended master that's manifested itself into this hologram, 15-dimensional hologram matrix. So that projects itself down. It projects itself down. All these parts are supposed to come back, return to its higher part. Your ascend, reclaim, bring back home. It's kind of beautiful. You became, and think of it, this being, this ascended master, experiences all these different levels of life. It's kind of beautiful. I just said that already. Because you see it coming at sound down, downstepping itself. It downs its self down, so, and then its parts enjoy itself and create life, and they create and seed other races below it in a different lower frequency dimension. And those beings do the same thing. They're going to create races and seed consciousness down into those. They incarnate, so to speak, into those lives, into those bodies. So we have souls putting itself into bodies down here, which is just a shell of energy at different vibrations. This incarnate shell, this body, this carbon matter body, density 1 body, is vibrating much slower than our conscious thoughts. You're not separate, but sort of are, at a different vibration. So think of faster vibrating things as more evolved. But it's not, it's kind of like a little bit inaccurate, because some beings are falling in vibration, so they're kind of not evolving, but they're still higher. They haven't fallen down to your level yet. Some beings are falling, and you might be passing them going that way. Like someone's going down this elevator while you're going this up elevator. So it's happening all over, But mostly people are falling on this planet. You don't see some grand awakening. Come on, right? It's a small population. It's not like hugely understood, but the potential is always there in your DNA. My Chiwa, I love you. Wakaya. Spiritual badasses. Yeah. I changed my perspective and my life keeps getting better. Joyful. You sound joyful, Jennifer. Thank you for being here, Holy One. Quentin, Vato. What's up, man? Who's getting lit? What's up? Ayawakaya. Can you tell them the requirements to get off the earthly realm? Infinite potential. See with infinite love. Is that a question? The requirements are, because of distortions in the DNA, we would normally only need to get 4 strands to go to the 4th dimension. But it doesn't work that way right now. You have to actually get 5 strands. That's the requirement. Which involves chakra work. It involves developing your Merkaba field. So you're learning ascension techniques, slider techniques, which comes from this Ashana information. And there's a whole bunch of stuff that I'm learning that I'm teaching you. It's so funny. It's so kind of ridiculous too. I had someone claim plagiarism. I'm plagiarizing. What? I actually am. I even say that. I always talk about the source. It's not I'm trying to be sneaky. I learn the information. I practice it in my life. I understand it and can speak it. I'm not plagiarizing. I'm like doing a great service, to this teaching, because she stopped speaking. She doesn't speak anymore. She's it's not like she's an elderly woman, but for whatever reason she's not speaking. And so that was a long time ago. But some of us want to talk about it. That's what we're doing. We're talking about it. No script. I'm sitting here speaking to you. What this information in a kind of like in a 2023 fresh new perspective with these resources. Now we have more resources, more things to realize in these teachings, and there's many of us who are indigo children. Okay, you guys are opening your third eye. You're indigo. Straight up. I feel my crown. I feel this 8D current. I know I've felt this current. So it's not like a belief. You're not just like making shit up. It's actually some pretty badass things you start experiencing and seeing and witnessing. And it's really, to me, man, an incentive. Like, you have ordinary life, or do you want to experience something freaking unbelievable often? Right? I'm not talking about drugs. Come on. This is actual evolution. Not staying in the same space, which is the same consciousness, and by the way, the same body evolved through this frequency vibration, frequency bandwidth. You evolve into faster ones. Oh, you get a better body. You get more psychic powers. You get more, spiritual knowledge and understanding. You evolve. I don't know how you couldn't want to keep improving, keep getting better, keep being, it's like developing towards an end goal, putting goals, like changing, transforming. You will transform, you guys. This information transforms you. When some of this other information didn't, You always had some second thoughts or like, what? You don't resonate with that. With something that's trying to come from a space of judgment and fear. So that's within yourself. You guys each, all of us, all, there's no saviors. You could say save yourself from this place. Why would you want to stay in a falling vibration of consciousness? You want your consciousness to fall. Become less. Go backwards. That happens. That's how beings came down here, because they keep falling back down in their thoughts, down in the way they treat people, which is all about energy, your emotions, your profanities. It's all energy, man. You might as well just think you're like one of these, like a dark empath, like a dark wizard, like a, casting spells with a wand. That's what you're doing when you're hating, cursing. You're actually sending like a current that attacks and harms. It's spirit, it's consciousness. Same thing. Something that's alive and aware. You are spirit. You are a form of energy. And when you start to feel energies in these chakras, hey, that's alive. Think of it that way. Address it that way. You feel energy, you feel consciousness. Oh, you feel third eye? That's consciousness. Become a communion with that. Be one with that. Resonate with that. Because you are that. That's you, a collective. Each level, you can consider it a greater collective. Like, you have more lifetimes. You have more past lives. You've lived more lives. You're connecting to more lives. Each level that keeps going out, you had more lives, more experience, beyond soul, beyond your soul experience. And you become a living memory of knowledge from all of these lifetimes that you can connect to. It's in your DNA. We're learning how to activate DNA, and that's what the 15 dimension is. 15 chakra vato, and then you got 15 on the parallel. You got all this other potential. So it doesn't get boring. You can experience more than normal. And that doesn't cost you anything. Sorry guys, I finished it. So yeah, Sukayuma. What's up? Who wants to get lit? Can I see some fire? You want some fire bottles? You want to get lit? What's your flavor? Yeah. Kai. Oh my gosh, Kai knows what's up. Sandra W wants to get lit. Spooky Serpent on Fire, amazing experience. Elijah WQ, what's up? Quentin, oh my gosh, of course you're like saying about time, Bato. Crystal Dawn, such a cool name. More goddess energy in the house. Divine Feminine. Yeah, okay, guys, let's get lit. It's always good and fun and wow, like exciting and more fun. Why not? Why not just like enjoy and feel good? And do you know what that is? Joy? You feel playful, you feel young, you want to start feeling and experiencing some stuff. You know, when you're young, you want to live life, feel it. Come on, yeah, let's play. Let's have fun. Yeah. So don't make fun of me if I start to be playful and want to have fun. I'm not being naughty. I'm just being playful. Hello. What's up? So we'll look at the 15-dimensional time matrix, go get lit, come back, and talk about more mysteries and knowledge and secrets. Because you know, it literally activation for like 30 minutes or so. Why not do some activations each day? I mean, you're not most supposed to rely on it, but you know there's time for ceremony. There's time for spirit. There's time for you to experience higher levels. You're part of a priestcraft. Don't let the haters, okay, the religious people, the judging people, deter you. You are God sovereign free. You are part of all. You know that from the law of one. You resonate with that. I resonate with the guardians. All the advanced races follow the universal law, and this is a multiverse. It's throughout all the universes and dimensions. It's always there. The law of one. All are God. It's there. You don't have to agree with it. You can do whatever the F you want. That's what fallen angelics are doing. Fallen angelics. Okay, these beings are using this. Machiwa. It's a spiritual war, guys. We talk about the 15 dimensions, but it's a spiritual war down here because of free will. Our time matrix, it was agreed upon. It's part of the Emerald Covenant that all have free will. What's up? And I have a piece of dark chocolate now. I'm testing that if it helps. I've heard it helps, so I'm checking it out. And you know, it's not 100%. It's like 70%, and it doesn't taste sweet. At least not to me. I'm not the only one who says that. So this is coffee, actually. I just trying to finish something I didn't finish. But usually, when you're going on a spiritual journey, you want to check it out. Straight up. And you guys know there's so many low vibe people. Hello. You don't need them to agree with you or your beliefs. You don't even need to tell anyone. You know, because you know a lot of these 3D people in your family, in your friends and relationships, they're not on the same spiritual journey. And I know even that can be frustrating. And you could suddenly be, maybe you've been in a 3D relationship, and then you suddenly become awakened and you want to share that with someone, but then they're not. What do? What? Damn. You're right, I did get lit. Sorry, guys. I do that, so let's do that now. It just rolls, man. What's up? I love you guys. I'll get lit. Let's get lit. Yeah. And then we'll keep continuing about the Matrix, honey. The 15-dimensional time matrix battles. We'll probably travel there, man. What's up? Shit. Let's get lit, battles. Some of you are probably new and you're like, what the hell is he talking about? And don't forget, we talk about these realities, but there's also beings that live in them. Yeah. What's up, homie? There's a few of them while I'm getting lit. I'll be right back. Because I know you have incentive to hang around. Let's do this. 60 seconds, maybe. Machiwa. All right, guys. Thank you for those of you who waited. Excuse me. Biological. Now I can turn the camera back on. Give me a couple seconds. And I missed you, actually, man. Here we go. Is this gone? So I just want to say real quick that this time matrix diagram, it's available for $5 on my website. It's worth $5, you guys. But you'll see it has a lot of information, not just the dimensions, okay? You see levels of consciousness, levels of time periods, years. You will see the matter form and all this stuff. And we talk about and make videos about this. And some of these races, well, that's part of you in these 15 dimensions of reality. So you start with God, it create down steps into ascended master level, which is the cosmos, 3 levels of cosmos. But that first level is called Akkadic. The Akkadic beings are what you call a columnar wave. It's like a sound field. It's what you call the sound fields. And there's 3 levels of that because these beings downstep and these beings downstep. And it's the ascended masters that would create, you know, their whole collective inside the hologram. So they have a whole collective of themselves in the hologram. That's what you are. An ascended master having thousands of incarnations in the time matrix. All throughout the 15-dimensional time matrix. I would say between 17... it's officially 1728, so 1,728 is the minimum. Other selves in your entire collective. Up to a few thousand. Up to a few thousand other selves at once. In the hologram. In all these different, you would say dimensions, but also 12 subdimensions. That's 12 other segments of you throughout, you would say, the time cycle that you're part of. So this is pretty amazing because we're like a freaking huge thing, a big consciousness in our family alone. So it's so funny how other beings can change your mind about that. How would you fall for that lie? You don't see yourself, you don't see others as this higher being. You look down at each other. Why? When you're all have a divine source. You're all part of that divine identity. But you don't see that. You see yourselves as separate. Why? Maybe because you've had some distortions with your perceptions and now you're a lesser version of yourself. You forgot that part of yourself. That you're all God. That you're all holy. That's why I keep reminding you, you already know this. It's deep inside of you. You know that you're God. You are God, holy ones. You're all God. I love you as God, unconditionally. No conditions. You don't have to be sexy. You don't have to be rich. Hello. You love all beings, not just humans. All things, everything is alive, is consciousness, is God. So you love it all. Not some, not one, but all. We're expanding our concept of God, yes, and we're realizing it goes on into all. The ultimate realization. It is a sacred, divine law of one. And it feels divine. Blessings to you from the Guardian Alliance, holy ones. Yeah, Masuta, Smachua. I have so much love. These beings have so much love. You guys are never alone. What are you talking about? Come on. You know, you got that support, you got that team, you're part of this light. What's up? Shine your light. You feel it, you resonate with it, you vibe like minds. It's a great time. We have this opportunity to go great strides in our soul. Bring in some of that soul. What's up, brother, sister, awakening? Those of you who are. Achiwa. Much blessings to you. Much blessings to you. Much respect. Yeah? We give each other respect, honor. Because we're all that God sovereign free. It's not blasphemy to say that I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. I don't say that with ego. I don't compare myself. Hello? You don't compare within God? How? It's all God. That's a false idea. That's a dark idea. That's the fallen idea. Notice you're following some of that? Are you? Not anymore. Hello, you transmute ignorance. Knowledge is power. You're empowering yourself, not disempowering to learn outside of your religion. Come on. You are awakening because for a reason. You're getting these greater, different alternative ideas for a reason. Maybe you should investigate part of you, your higher part, your soul level is guiding you, not controlling you, but say some of you are seeking that part, you've been calling that part, becoming aware of it is one way, but consciously doing it as well, putting that intention to connect to your soul. Why not open a dialogue to your own soul? It's not something external. It's not a bad thing or unsafe thing to connect to parts of yourself. And we don't be presumptuous. We don't be naive. Realize some of your other selves could be dark. You still have to discern it amongst your own selves. If there wasn't any lifetimes of yours, selves of yours that weren't dark, you wouldn't be in the density one. You're only one of these indigo children coming in on purpose to help the consciousness on Earth. A lot of you are on this case. This is what you are meant to do. And just the fact that your body is here, hello. We are intentionally, but also many of you sleeping still, unintentionally, we're raising our consciousness. We're ETs, homie. We're not just part human. There's more in our DNA. I mean, come on, that's the signs. When we know not all people are aware of these parts, right? Some of them don't believe in this stuff, much less are experts in it, or knowledgeable about it, or practicing it. We don't want to be just theoretical. You want to actually be doing things like meditation, expanding your thoughts, playing with your abilities, checking them out. Learn how to sense subtle energies. Learn how to see it. Learn how to experience channeling with your own self. There's nothing wrong with connecting to your own self, receiving from your own self. And I personally put the intention there so there's no problem. I say, hey, I'm only connecting to my parts who are love and light. Put the intention there, know it, feel it. And it's helping you not let this happen, because some people don't think about that, and then another person could affect you if you don't put that intention there. They will put an intention there. Machiwa. This is a spiritual war. Some of you will go. Some beings will, and people around you will try to go against your will, either out in the open or secretly. Connive behind your back. Machiwa. So there's a lot of excellent liars, excellent actors, because they're good bullshitters. You understand? They probably mock and hate people who are good. So they, out of spite, they will do wicked things. Machiwa. Mokuye. You have to go into protection mode, homie. Ah, yeah. You feel good? Yeah. I feel good. Do. I can know that I would. The plasma coming in from the central sun is activating the Nomi gene code that was entered into seeding 3 in Lemuria and is being activated through K8 rainbow plasma that is activating special. Thank you, Holy One. You're awesome. Look at that. Crystal Dawn, it hurts. I felt the activation start in December. Wow. Yeah, you guys, it isn't always comfortable. Some of these activations are, wow, purging and hey, ouch, what's going on? Come on. Yeah, sometimes changes are uncomfortable, right? Yeah. Thank you guys for being on my live about the 15 dimensions of reality. You started there and go down here and whoa. You trying to now, you fell, now you want to go back. Return home to God, to your parts, to yourself. Return, because you fell. Now go back. It's in your potential. Start making changes in your thoughts. That's what you call shadow work. Because if you have dark thoughts, well, heal them by changing them. Having self-control and awareness of your thoughts, for one, and then becoming a master of you being in self-control and creating your own thoughts, directing your thoughts, making mindful decisions. Put energy into your spiritual will. Makaya. Ochitas. Mokoye. I love you guys. Great to have you. It's an honor. Yeah? What's up? Indigo, give me 5. Yeah. Do. Yeah, baby. What's up? What's up? What's up? You can feel good, right? You have this energy flowing, and you're like, damn, yeah, whoa. It's energy. You feel radiant, man. You feel high vibe and energized, like, whoa, yeah. I like tripping you out, man. What's up? I trip myself out. What's up? Yeah. Yeah. You feel like expressive. Something is like running through you. Something is running through you. And so you feel animated. Whoa. Deep, man. You guys know what I'm saying? I feel my chakra. My heart chakra. My third eye chakra. My crown. No, for real. I feel them. Do you feel current running through? I do. In my solar plexus. In my sacral. In my root. My feet for sure. I know that's my heart shield. 6 inches below my feet. No, that's actually 12 inches below my feet. Mokoye vastuta shuma. You connect to these parts of yourself. This Christed part of yourself, man. You see it. You bring it in this 12D. I know it's 15D conversation. But, hello. The Christ level is the 12th dimensional level. Not an earth thing, Armatana thing. You learn these teachings, you know what Armatana is. Understand the concept that that's a future version of Earth. Because Earth ascends herself and goes to a different evolution, just like you do. That's the planetary level. We as a spirit being are evolving our levels with her. Hopefully you're going to ascend with Earth, yes? Because it's happening. She's going to be going, but it's only part of her. While the light separates from the falling consciousness, well, that is separating from this. Two different timelines. As Earth, parts of Earth ascends, her shadow parts with us fall. So you want to be part of the ascension that's evolving, ascending to the future version of Earth is Tara. You learn about Tara, not only Gaia. Okay? That's just a new age concept. Gaia is beyond, is later. You go to Tara first. You don't skip Tara. So you have many lives in Tara as a soul beings, as much higher beings than this. And already at that level, you're immortal. You're going back to immortality. You already were as a race. Not anymore. Now you've got a distortion in your DNA and blocks in your DNA. And whoa, this sucks. Something's going on. So we are this consciousness awakening. You and me. What's up, brother? What's up, sister? Yeah, right? So this diagram of these dimensions is a progression of that. You're going up the body form. You know, that's kind of interesting. The higher evolved body is one that's less and less physical. That's the higher evolved. So this is real physical, man. You want to be ghost-like and more than that. You want to be the carbon level, the carbon crystal level, the crystal level. So we're talking crystal silicate, and then crystal liquid light, and then crystal vapor, the rishi level. We haven't talked much about the rishi level. These are what you call solar rishi, solar as in sun, as in star, which we call flames, because they really are hydroplasmic. No, I'm talking about the thermoplasmic beings. The suns, they're round, spherical, just like the earth. Hello. These suns are like the ones that are thermoplasm. Hydroplasm is liquid light. So we go from crystal to crystal liquid and then to crystal vapor. So these are evolutions of body form, you would say, and evolution of your consciousness, and evolution of energy, knowledge. So you are here trying to go to there, metamorphosis, change, transform, you guys. That means change. It includes changing things in your patterns. Make some changes. That's what a spiritual journey is. It's part of healing, because you make better spiritual decisions that affect your health and affect your life, hopefully. Mostly people are trying to learn more and become better. I mean, a lot of people have the right intention, but some of them are following a vampiric system, because that's what a religion does. It commands you to be subservient and blind worship. Give your power away. Give your freedom away. Now you're damned. Now you're a sinner. Now you're pathetic, so to speak, and lowly, and that you need salvation, and that you have to be punished. You have to suffer. What? You know what I'm saying? There's no common sense there, right? I don't know what's up with you. How would you accept that? Are you not feeling like a being of love and light? A being of love and light does not think that way. Hello. Look how you thinking. Look how you look upon others. Anything other, which is not really other, it's all one, but anything other you perceive is still all God. As soon as you don't think of someone as equal to you, hello, you're going against their freedom. They are divine, they are sovereign just like you. Because all are. It's pretty freaking basic. There's not more else you can say after that point that all are this God. It's like sacred, man. It's a union, really. A uniting with your parts. Your awareness gets bigger. Your identity of yourself goes back to that full expansion, man. You see all. You are all. Because down here we're lesser versions that can go here and here and here. You can become this mighty being again. In one lifetime. You would disappear and go to another matter form, but you can come out of here. It's in your potential. There's been people on your planet who have gone through that without having to die. That's usually like rainbow speakers, high-level indigo children, or beings who have this ability to activate their really high centers. It's usually very knowledgeable people who know these kind of like mystical things, secrets that are passed along certain families and stuff. The knowledge, the technique. We're bringing these teachings, the freedom teachings, yes, passing them on. What's up? Gaining this knowledge, yes, so that we can make transformation within our souls, within ourselves, all ourselves, our oversouls, our avatars, our rishi. We are this mighty being. Much respect to yourself. Love yourself as a mighty being, important being, a divine being on this earth, representing light, representing that Christ consciousness and unity consciousness. You are this Holy One. It's not from ego or comparison to others. You find it within yourself, this identity within yourself. You understand and recognize the law of one. It's not a controlling thing. It's not a dogma. It's you decide. You just choose. You're God. Even if you don't know that, believe that, or so, you are God, and you can awaken to that within yourself and experience unbelievables you would call supernatural things. That I know in my own personal life, I have experienced you would say paranormal activity, divine beings that were undeniable, just as this reality was real, that reality was real. There was no denying it. Not like a imagination. You feel it, man. Just like you feel this reality, you know? You feel it. Makaya. So, my cats. Sorry guys, I guess I don't have a moderator. Crystal Dawn, thank you for the love. Ashley's Morocci. Morocco? I'm sorry. I feel so blessed to resonate with this energy. Oh, Ashley, thank you, Holy One. Good to have you. Joyful Jennifer, mighty with much potential. How are you showing up? You are right. We're all mighty, Holy One. Alviso Josie 15, Holy One. Happy to see you. Much respect.
Crystal Dawn, yes, too many people around me see them too. Blessings be right now, Joyful Jennifer. Sandra W., tell us the story of that experience with the divine. Okay, Holy One. One time I saw, and I made a long version of this explanation, but I've seen beings that were glorious, like bird-like beings, like great huge beings that had these very, like, man, it's hard to explain, but it's more lucid than this world. You could see it more, I can see it more clearly, but I can't think of anything I could give as an example. It's just like a bird being with a real regal head, and I believe I see it's like a hybrid of some sort because it has like cat paws. It to me it's almost like you would describe as a sphinx with wings, and I see this as a race of people, of felines with wings. So beautiful. And man, I was shown such profound things I can't explain. How what is that? How did I experience that? How? Well, you can't experience something divine like that if you don't have the DNA. So, I mean, that's the hint to you. Hey, you have this DNA, and now you're connecting with it. You have any experience, or you're having like sudden thoughts that are like, whoa, cool ass ideas, you know. It's your higher consciousness creeping on in your thoughts. Isn't that awesome to have some of that come on through? Hell yeah. So we're like, damn. We're starting to see that potential. You open your third eye, you start to see more visions. That's not a bad thing. People are going to say it is. Oh, don't lose your psychic powers. That's against Lord. Okay, Holy One, if that's what you believe, I love you. You don't have to infringe on someone else's beliefs, but you will. Mochiwa! Yeah, baby, what's up? Star Nation Healers Marantha O'Rourke. I love these experiences. We are so blessed. I feel you're right, Holy Ones. We're blessed. You're awesome. What is an implant in your understanding? Well, there's many different types of implants. And it's real crazy because some of them can be from just getting them through sex. A lot of people are getting implants that way, which are energy constructs that are meant to harm you, kind of like these advanced beings using advanced technologies to get you to interact in a way. And they use frequencies and all kinds of crazy things to do things, to make alterations in you. One of the things that we learned in the Christos is the 12-dimensional Mahart shield technique. Lisa Renee makes a good one. My sister Ireland Clark has made one. You might find a couple of them out there. So you can find an example of it. I have some instructions for it on my membership site. You guys can join and become a member and get some of those diagrams that are pretty helpful. Not just my time matrix diagram, but many other diagrams. You'll get the maps of Atlantis and Lemuria, the diagrams that were used by, Ashiana in her workshops when she was talking about our history there. It's just also in Voyagers 2, you're going to learn a lot about the stuff happening in Atlantis, which is actually part of the Egyptian period. The ancient Egyptian period is part of this Atlantis. So And the truth is, we actually have some of these islands of Atlantis still around. This has been renamed to England and Ireland and Wales and one other one, Netherlands, I believe. These are originally Atlantean islands. So there's a lot of mysteries about our history, and when you study the Christos, you'll find that there's a whole nother freaking chapter to humans. And you'll find out the history goes all the way up to 560 million years old. That's how old our original race is. So it's a pretty ancient, that's 500 million years old. That's how old humans are. So you're not getting the whole story. They say we're only 5,000 years old, 10,000 years old maybe. That's all. No, 560 million. And we were doing great for 10 million years until 550 million years ago. Our human race, after only that period of time, fell. The mighty Terahertz fell. Machiwa. And most of this always happens through DNA distortion. Distortions are happening to your DNA. So changes are still being made, even in 2023, to your DNA. You're just getting it done. So you're just accepting it. It's your free will. I mean, you could have fought the control or went beyond it. You're participating with your free will. You're doing this. You're changing your DNA. This is not just from your life, but many of your lives are making this choice. All you can do is, for your life, try to awaken yourself to a higher potential, because you have potential, man. All of us do. We can become great versions of ourselves. We can pull in our consciousness here, become conscious aware with our high levels here. That's what we're meant to do. We're kind of bringing ourselves, we're trying to bring our holy parts in and represent it here. We are those higher selves coming in here. Think of it that way. You're a mighty being who's trying to remember that you're that, not just this. You're more. Reclaim your majesty, man. Remember that. It's like godlike compared to us here, but that's you, godlike at higher levels. So we're like trying to go through this spiritual ascension through this awakening. Understanding these concepts, man, like the 15-dimensional time matrix, helps you understand God, helps you explain what are angels and archangels, levels of this, spirit, levels of matter form in different vibration. Okay? It's just a process that we're going through, and this happens to be what's called an ascension period. And during this ascension period, there's a lot of changes happening to consciousness on Earth. People are going through these changes, even if they're not like spiritually awakening, they're still going through some changes in their consciousness. Doesn't mean it's good. Everyone's going to be feeling it, and it's not comfortable. But realize it's kind of like metamorphosis. This is a period that happens before metamorphosis. This is a period that happens before complete change.
that could go this kind of change or this kind of change, depending on you. What are you serving right now in your energy? Achiwa Amaka. Much respect, blessings to you from the Guardian Alliance. From these blue flame, speak, Holy One, speak your truth, speak your light. Yeah. You guys can leave a donation here on YouTube. You could also leave a donation through my PayPal or Patreon. Join the membership. Get some of these diagrams and techniques that I'm sharing with you, and more coming. I have at least 4 planned right now in this month period. I hope I'll get it all out, and for January 2023, and then we'll be going beyond that. So please stick with me, have patience with me, and realize that I'm going to be bringing some techniques that you guys can start working on even daily if you want. So, and you can already, a lot of you are actually studying Ashiana Deen, and I think that's fantastic. So keep doing that, and realize we're all hungry for this knowledge. We all want to awaken ourselves to our whole potential, right? So we're sharing all this knowledge with each other, sharing tips with each other. We're not trying to deviate. I personally am not deviating from this work. I try to represent the Ashiana Deen lifetime of work as accurately as I understand it, as I possibly can. I put that intention there, I put that prayer there. And I know some of you want to be accurate, right? You want to know the accuracy, not some off version, right? So we go and develop this discernment. You can feel something, if it's bullshit or not. You should be able to feel that much subtlety. You should be that sensitive. Many of you are very sensitive and you're very psychic. So you're developing yourself. But realize you can still keep going greater and greater. This is a low version of reality. No disrespect to that consciousness. Just know that there's so much room for growth. Some of you are probably growing quickly during this period of ascension. That means the stargates are open, and they're actually now, it takes thousands of years, right? That it was opening, and now it's going towards the falling or closing. But there's still gates open. It's not finished and kaput. It's gonna close over time. You would say the gates will go in progression to each other until their last gate gets closed. So, now for my own understanding, it doesn't mean it's impossible to ascend. It just means it's much more difficult to ascend after all these stargates will close, because that dimension, those currents aren't flowing through. It's built into the time matrix. We experience this. 2 times in the time matrix, in the time cycle, which is density 1, 26,556 year period. In density 1, we have this cycle. You got to remember that number, 26,556 year period. It's called a time cycle period. And that is broken down into 3 dimensions each. So divide that number by 3. That's the period of time for 1 dimension. And you will live lives in each one of those levels of dimensions. So you know what that means? That means you live lives as an animal. You live lives as a plant. You live lives as a subatomic particle. So you're eating some of your you're eating some of your cells, man. It's like cannibalism. You forgot that you can breathe air, process air, and live off it. Off of this free energy. Now you have mutated bodies, mutated practices, and now you eat each other. Wow. You're falling into a lower vibe being. We don't want to do that. We want to be conscious and aware and become different than before. Change the old ways to better ways, like based on spiritual concepts of law of one. You can't go wrong with that. When you realize that principle, man, life has a whole nother meaning. You have so much admiration for life, so much appreciation for life. You don't want to harm anything. You'll feel bad, literally, if something's harmed around you. Because you're a loving person. A legit, it's not like an act. You're truly loving and sensitive, caring to everything. You feel if something's hurting, and you want to help anything that's hurting. That's a natural thing for a guardian. Like that's your soul feeling. That's coming out of your main soul vibration. You're like connecting to that soul desire. Your soul wants to be towards more light. I mean, you could be following a dark soul, right? You have dark soul. You could have dark souls, just like you could have dark incarnates. You could have a mixed family. Doesn't mean it just means it's still in the process of deciding, right? Parts of you. Because even if you have parts of you, like family members, that want to do evil deeds to its own family, that effed up stuff. So realize that, hey, you could have children, like 3 children or more, and each one will have a different soul and act a different way. How does this happen? Well, the body is genetically the same, family, but the soul is coming in, different souls with different preferences. That's why I'm totally different than my brother and my sister. They're all we're all different. What the hell? We grew up together, but we're all completely different. Like seriously, hardcore, all 3 of us different. I'm not saying that's bad. It's just like, that's interesting because I kind of confirmed that. I know it's because our souls are different. I'm not going to be exactly like my siblings because of that. Same with you guys. You might say, whoa, I'm unless you have a twin brother or sister, mostly it's like, well, I'm a lot different than my brother and sister. So, anyways, this is an awakening, and you don't even have to be into the Christos information. There's changings. There's changes happening in energy and feeling at some level, right? Something is a brewing. Oh, I know, there is so much to dig through. I'm sort of in the same situation, Bright Light. I believe this name is. He was mentioning in here last week, just trying to sort through it all. Yeah. Give yourself some patience, you guys. Don't get frustrated. It's all potentially awakening at a fast pace. I think 2023 is going to be, a lot of us are going to be like awakening faster now and more intense. Some of us who are because it's just in the air. You can feel it. It's accelerating. Yeah. Nikki Appletree. I remember Ashiana saying that Cathara healing would become mainstream. You mean like a prediction? I'm not sure, but there's free will, and these beings are always influencing. That they've done this historically. They did it in the Temple Wars, which was when we lived in the crystal cities and inner earth, and they've done it in the ancient Atlantean and Lemurian days. They did it in the ancient Egypt days. They're always twisting our DNA. They're always mixing with us and affecting the spirituality, the holy religions, and twisting them into these
you understand this is Luciferian races. These beings, and that concept does not come from Earth. That's from these extraterrestrials. They're called, that's a family name. And these fallen ones are dark. They're fallen angels. They're dark. And their family name is Luciferian. Lolatan. The Lolatans are the Luciferians. They're the, you would say, their creed. And the ones who are reptilians, they have something called Satanism. They're the ones representing that creed. It's two separate entities, two separate dark agendas, even competing agendas. They will be at war with each other while they're attacking humans. You know, nice beings. No, they're not. And some people are worshiping them, giving shout out to the Anunnaki, you know. What's up? Evil trickster spider. Have you ever heard of the Irish shadow? Don't F with the fighting Irish. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Nickel apple tree. Yes, it's not that easy to find. Amber D. Praise ye. Star seed. Yay. Holy One. Thank you, Amber. Holy One. What's up? Spiritual gangsters in the house. Nikki, I found an insane amount of info on Scribed. Oh, there you go. Good resource. I wish I could say more. Amber D. What's up? Yeah. Thank you guys for being on this live. Some of you are trying to learn, you know, realize this identity. And each level, well, has a history. And it's so wonderful to learn that you're a many, that you're a plural being, that you're actually something called a soul, you're something called an oversoul. You have these levels, man. And it's pretty freaking amazing to know that up there you have a liquid light being's version of yourself. And there's many of those, right? When you count this as collectives that get bigger and bigger, and then you have a parallel version too going on, which is all part of a greater version of you. It's pretty amazing what you are, what we are. Holy ones. Doesn't mean we're all acting good and loving. Some of us are dark. So, you know, you're going to get different kinds of people with different kinds of souls. Some of them are into vampiring and being toxic, not nice, being rude. And when we talk about the 15-dimensional time matrix, realize that darkness only goes up to the 11th dimension out of 15. So those other, 12, 13, 14, 15, those other 4 dimensions are all light and love. Love and light only. Darkness has not gone up to that in our time matrix. But it sounds weird because from the religion point of view, you wouldn't understand. But because they don't talk about the different dimensions. But in these different dimensions, up to the 11th one is dark. So you can ascend, raise your consciousness, go to the next level, but realize in the next level, there's still spiritual warfare. There's still evil, you could say darkness, negative. So you will have more spiritual lessons. Unfortunately, there's still more in density 4. There's dark avatars. So we have to go through more spiritual war all the way up to 11th dimension. After that, it's all love and light. Love and light. 12th dimension, love and light. 13th, 14th, and 15th. No darkness.
Now, Ashiana, our teacher, speaker one, she's also talked about other time matrices, though, however, that have been completely taken over by the dark side. So, fortunately, not for our system yet, not yet. They've only gone up to 11D. So we have something called the Christ level at 12D and up. Up there you have greater beings like the Elohai, the Seraphi, the Brahmarama, which is blue flame, gold flame, violet flame. And realize that these are parts of yourself as an ascended master. You have thousands in your Christos family. Yeah. Thousands of other selves. Dang, what's up, homies? I mean, think of yourself in meditation and you're just like levitating in space, and that you become aware of all these other selves of you all around you. They're levitating in space all around you. You're this giant crowd of people. You're this big collective. It's all you. So now you start thinking in plurals and realize these plurals, these collectives get bigger and more massive until you have thousands of you. Those are all you. You know, in this X-Men movie series, the doctor, the psychic, the bald guy in a wheelchair, he could go inside this room and see where all people were on the planet. They can find you in there. So, I don't know why I made that comment. This is we're learning this stuff about who you are, about who God is, about who those aliens are, angels, demons, fallen angels. Come on, Vato. What's up? You know this stuff? Yeah. Chihuahua, yeah. Much respect, homie. I'm so happy to see my members. Jennifer Merva, greeting, Holy One. So happy to see the blue star in you. Look at you. Agree with Thavian on that. It's been kept out of mainstream purposefully to try and hinder his ascension. And they definitely, yes, Holy One, they do try to hinder us. Disempower us. Put us down. And that's been going on in almost all religions on earth. If you have some inequality in gender, well, there you go right away. And there's so many patriarchies that put female down. Even in Hinduism, women are considered lower caste. All these religions, there's not many exceptions. Unfortunately. Joyful Jennifer. Oh, I'm sorry, Holy One. I don't know how it's not happening. I put the notification. You just have to, just check when you can. The books are available free on PDF. The web has them marked up to keep people from finding. Yeah, you can find these PDFs, you guys. Yeah, it's been a spiritual war, Holy One. Well, there's divine masculine too, but yeah, we need divine feminine back. Machiwa. It's only up to 7D anyways. Then you guys realize yourself as an androgynous being. Which is more omnipolar, bringing in both as one. Get more and more concepts as all are one. Machiwa. It's a blessing. It's an honor to be with you guys here. And I might just make a few more notes on this. Machiwa diagram of the 15-dimensional time matrix. Mwakaya. Machiwa. So, my camera went off. I'll put the battery in when we go back to live. I mean, my face, but Ascended Masters, I color coded them because that's their ray, like the blue flame, gold flame, violet flame. They projected themselves down in here. These are the solar Rishi beings. Their sun, and notice these are chakra. This is the colors of these high chakra: pale turquoise, pale yellow, and pale magenta. These are the three flames, but they would be visualized as flames, but in these colors. The blue flame is actually, you can see, it's even called pale turquoise, so it's a little bit greenish bluish. So this is a pure white, the 12th dimension, and also the Christ level. And then you got dark gray for the 11th chakra, 11th dimension, and dark blue. This is 6 inches above your head. And then you have, this is your silver chakra, your gold chakra, and this is what most people are familiar with, the crown on top of your head. This is your third eye, this is your throat, this is your heart, this is your solar plexus, this is your sacral near your genitals, this is your root next to your bun. So this is levels of consciousness. Get out of the butt, get out of the groin, get into the mind, but go beyond it into the astral. Return back into the archetype, into the angelic, into the archangelic. Return farther and farther into liquid light, the Christ consciousness, the Buddhic mind, Nirvanic mind. Come on, keep going, holy ones. Yeah, become a collective. Become part of the flame. Machiwa. Go into the rainbow ray. Notice there's levels of energy. This is the Kunda ray, also called the rainbow ray. Then you got the Kirashe, alright, the fields of light. Then you got the Maharata. Then finally, the Kundalini, Amachiwa. So you're learning about yourself. Wait, did I change? Yeah, okay, thank goodness. Let me put the camera back on. Ouch. That was from my crystal. I love you guys. So much respect for you for coming to my live. You are a great blessing. Yes, you are. Look at you. Holy ones. What the hell? My light would... Sorry. It's coming back on, vatos. Yeah. Yeah. What's up? My holy vatos. Yeah. Group hug, man. Hippie love. Just fun love. I don't mean free sex. I mean like just love, man. Just be in love with people. Love people. Like respect, honor, appreciate, be kind, be friendly. Stop being grumpy and rude and disrespectful and judgmental. Stop. Make a change. Become a better version of yourself, please. For not just you, but for the ones around you. Transmute, homie. Stop being profane. Okay? Aim higher. It's time for change. It's time to be better than before. Because it sucks when you take female and put it down here and then you have a twisted shit. What are you doing? Why do you base your living off of twisted shit? You like being distorted. You like being changed, inoculated, and whoa, mind control, and change your religions a little bit. No, not a little bit, a lot. Give you some fake and false teachings. Give you some new age spiritualities that are reverse systems. So, like, instead of this direction, you're going that direction. Wow. So, you're doing like Antichrist code. Not Christ, not unconditional love. Look at you, liar, poser. You're not shining light. You're lying. You're fake. And we're shining on now on you. Mature. Yeah, man. We just dismiss this negative ideas and thoughts and rude people, okay? You can be rude. I mean, no, you can't, but you know what I'm saying? You don't like trying to push people around. If they want to be rude, okay, they're going to be rude, but they're not your friends. You're not going to hang around them, right? You're going to put some, boundaries, I hope. You don't need vampires, dude. Get rid of them. Toxic people, rude-ass people, goodbye. Don't need you in my circle. I like loving and supportive people, non-judging people. People who are cool and high vibe. Nice and friendly and sweet and loving. Why not? Is that impossible for you? You have to be dark. You have to be controlling. You have to be taking. You have to be egotistical. You have to be self-serving all the time. Whoa. I don't want to be around that energies. That's old self. That's like people I would have hung out with. Not anymore. You put boundaries, you make changes, big changes even. Until you don't have vampiric energy around you. Wow, think of that kind of life. Oh, my third eye is so strong right now, guys. Sometimes too much current comes through that it becomes uncomfortable. Wow. Slow down. Sandra W. No, let's keep that vibe. Yeah, is love too much to ask for nowadays? It's not, holy ones. But some people will act like it, right? Positive vibes, 100%. LDS Star Eagle. That's so cool. Oh, you're teaching the truth 100%. You're awesome. That feels so good to hear, you guys. Thank you for the feedback. It's like this diagram it's for sale on my website. You guys can support Christos Avatar by getting the diagram. That will help you. And you just push join and you can select the $5 thing. And you can cancel it, you guys, after, before the second month, right? And then we're growing. I'm growing, you're growing, and we're hanging out with like-minded people. We're like
even have a chat room you can join. Everyone can join that. So you would be able to like join on the what's up, what's going on. You got some questions or you just want to hang out and start some dialogues, come on in, vatos. We're on Discord chat server. Thank you very much. Got a few rooms over there. And we can create more if you want, if you request it. Thanks for joining for the ones who have already joined. Like Jennifer Merva. Bless you too, Star Nation too. People seem to find it so hard to be joyful. I know. Thank you, Holy One. I don't think about it. I just do it. Positive energy vibes only, man. If we could do that all over the planet, right? Imagine how life would be. Serving the law of one. Christ on the earth. Hell yeah. And think about it. Because of the distortions in the planetary grids that the Jehovah Anunnaki did with this, Nibiru planet, Nibiru, Battlestar Nibiru, they reversed Earth's grids, 2/3 of Earth's grids. That's major. So because of that horrible, horrendous thing, we now have to eat each other. Or we started eating each other. Now we have parts of us eating our lower parts, which you learn that you're projected into these parts too. So it's so freaking weird that you're eating each other. That we don't know better. We fell from that understanding and we don't remember that we're eating each other. That's pretty wild, man, when you think about it. And we're actually like, parts of us and the animal are creating strand 2. And we also even have up to the Lemurians in strand 2. So we're like developing different parts of us. And different versions of ourselves. So think about it. Maybe one of your other lifetimes, one of your past lives was an animal, a bird, a reptile, or something like a fish, a mermaid, or I don't know. So we have all these potentials in the DNA spectrum on Earth. It's like, man, a biological haven, all kinds of creatures and things that maybe you don't even know about. That's not even mentioning inner Earth races and subterranean races and species and wow, look what they're talking about in the secret space program. I got some connection issue going on, sorry. I see 3 4s on the screen. Check it out. Oh my gosh, and 444 views. Dude, what? It said fourth average view duration for 1444. That was 3 4s. Then it said there's 4 views. And it says chat rate 4. What's with all the 4s? That's crazy, right? Oh, I don't have any mail versions. It's a download, and it's on PDF or it's a JPEG, whichever you want to download. Thank you for asking. I think I was a lion. That would be feline, the blue flame. Dolphin would be violet flame. So, like me, I feel part dolphin because I believed I lived a life as a dolphin. So I know I'm blue flame, but also violet flame, which is the house of, like the violet flame is the house of the amethyst order. The blue flame is house of the emerald order. So blue flame. And so some of you are part of the reptiles, part of the, the seraphi beings, which are part dino, part reptilian, part avian, part mantid, all these different versions. And even the dragons, the dracon, these are a whole nother species in spirits and stuff. We get originally planet Avion, planet Vega, and planet Armentana, where the Lyrans all came out of the Lyran system. So everyone came through the cradle of Lyra, it's called. The Guardians call it. But it's Lyrans who created the race called the Cat People. And then we had the ones that fell from Vega to Orion. They created reptilian races and planets, and part reptile, part bird, part reptile, part insectoid, different hybrids. And then there's the Violet Flame, including Pegasus, which I have a very strong connection to that. So I know I'm heavy into Violet Flame, which is very interesting. It's cool to see some other Violet Flame homies. Star Nation, oh wow. 40 in chat. Oh yeah, the 4 for 4s. I have 20 hours left in my 30 hunting for racist trolls being ignorant online. Oh no. 30 more days? Oh, 20 more hours. Okay, thank you. Joyful Jennifer. Me too, Blue Flame and Amethyst Order. Yeah. I even love the sound of that Amethyst Order. I love Amethyst. Once you, I have some nearby usually, always. Okay, yeah. I'm Chiwa. I thank you guys for being here. I thank you for your blessed energy and consciousness, and your character is very refreshing, needed in this world. You guys are needed. Your high vibes are gonna make a difference to the earth seeds, so it's a big deal. And some of you are indigo type 3s who are helping the Nephilim Anunnaki. Something happened to my camera? Wait, I don't know what happened. I see a camera and I'm not seeing the camera. Let me push refresh, you guys. Alright. No, I'm not off. I don't know what's wrong. I push refresh though. Oh, good. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you guys... Yeah, it looks like a lot of you got booted. That's sad. Might have been some connection issue. It looks like I'm back on. But I have been going for almost 2.5 hours, guys, so I'll be wrapping it up. Did you guys notice today's date? It's 1/11, so three ones. Thank you, Joyful Jennifer. He's lit. Thank you, Holy One. Wow, throwing you to another video again. Yeah. Okay, now I'm back. All right, thanks you guys. Yeah, baby, what's up? 15 people on the 15 dimensions. So,
Officially, I come every Tuesday, but every now and then, like today, I will just throw a live video out because I felt it was bothering me. And so, like yesterday, I was a little bit too dramatic for what I really would like to express, so I apologize kind of for that. I shouldn't apologize, but I'm like supposed to be doing some of this energy for a reason, right? But I'll try to be more calm, not so. So I just realized that later sometimes, and then I watch the video just to check, and yeah. So I'm still improving myself, and thank you guys for your patience, and I know that there's a lot of potential here. Yeah. My Chihuahua, baby. Yeah, much respect. It's a journey, man. An awakening, a lightening, an expansion. And it really is divine. Okuye sutas. Peace to you guys. Love you too, Holy One, Amber. Thank you, Evil Trickster Spider. You're so kind. Never apologize for being authentic, love. Alright. Thank you. You keep shining your light, Holy One. It was nice to meet you as well. Andromeda, the quickening, yes. Acceleration. What's up? What's up? Oh, Masu, Matate, O Kapa, Ochima, Ae, Wakatsa, Wakayi, Motsitsi, Ukama, Hapata, Hae, Ochichi, Apochi, Hamaka, Hahe. It just flows, you guys. I could let it keep going. I'm still there. I'm just observing like you. Mochiwa. It's like energy. Spirit. Makaya. And I feel honored to be able to be part of it, and I'm honored to meet some of you guys, and thank you for being part of Christos Avatar Live and for your nice lovely chat and conversations. It's awesome. You guys are awesome. Stay tuned, man. You can expect more great things. Thank you for joining the channel, for subscribing, and I love all of you and hope to see you soon. Peace, Vatos. Yeah. Like, go like this real fast and then see what you feel. Can you feel a tingling between your hands? Yeah. Peace. Grace. Blessing. Much respect. I love you. I love you. Awakaya. Aho. Divine.